guys, what's up? Another pickups video. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this video because I have some gifts here from some fans that arrived a while ago, but I was just waiting to get more games either from fans or just by myself to make a decent fourth pickups video. Yeah, this is the fourth time I make a pickups video and I'm so happy to show these games to you. Here it is, another mountain of games. Not as many as the last time. I think the last time it was like 30 games or something like that. Here's I think around 14 or 15 games, but I said that's enough to make a video. This will probably be a two-part video because I have more gifts for more fans coming up, but I just don't know when exactly these gifts will arrive. Maybe a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. Who knows, right? You know, shipping services, they kind of suck. Anyway, let's begin! Let's begin! My first on the list is, I'm gonna start with this game because I am a hardcore fan already of this game. You guys already know that I love the heck out of it. And it's a gift from Robert McRae, also known as Probable Muppet on YouTube. He's the one who sent me this gift for Christmas. Obviously it arrived after Christmas because he sent it after Christmas, I remember. It arrived like a month ago and it was just sitting there, and every time I looked at it I said I want to show it to everybody, but I just kept waiting and waiting until today. Cosmic Star Heroine. That's right. Look at this. This is allegedly a digital only game, and thanks to Limited Run Games, here's the physical edition. Limited Run Games are also managing the Switch version and the Vita version, I believe. Maybe the Xbox One, if it came out for that, I have no idea. The one I played and beat was the Vita version. And then, you know, Robert just wanted to send me a gift and he asked which one. And I was just joking when I said, hey, how about Cosmic Star Heroine? You know, I thought, you know, he's not gonna get that game, obviously. He did! He did! So, thanks, Robert. And let me show you something about this game. It comes with a manual. Pretty nice box. And look at the manual, man. This is the manual. It's not only a manual, it's also an art book. Has a lot of stuff. Yeah, a bunch of stuff, you know, with the characters and all. I love this, man. Limited Run Games, they're just amazing. I'm not promoting them, like I said, but I'm just so glad they do this because there's a lot of games that are just digital only or only in Japan, and they make the effort to bring it out to the US or to North America. And since the PS4, PS Vita and Switch are region free, yep, you get these games on a physical format. You know, for us collectors, obviously these games have only value for us collectors, and that's all that matters. Cosmic Star Heroine, it's a turn-based RPG, it's an indie by a company called Void Games, and it's amazing. The battle system is sort of a very influenced from Chrono Trigger. The story is science fiction, futuristic. It reminds me a lot of Phantasy Star. Just imagine Phantasy Star 4 meets Chrono Trigger and you get this game. It has a lot of personality and a great soundtrack. And I actually made an entire video out of this game, an entire vlog, in which I praised it heavily. It's a pretty short game, that's its only downfall, but other than that, my god, you guys need to try this game. It's awesome. Okay, so what's next? More gifts! More gifts! These gifts arrived almost a month ago, I believe, a little over a month ago, and they are from my friend in Brazil, which is also a subscriber, called Luis Enrique. He sent me these games and I am so happy because among them is this really hidden gem. It's really hard to get on the PSP. I have never seen this game in my life in any shop or any store in this country, so I was pretty shocked when he sent me Class of Heroes on the PSP. I was like, it's the kind of game you just do not expect to see or to get or to collect. I mean, it's the first one. Obviously, the second one is highly more collectible, but it's rare as hell. But this one's a pretty good gift. I mean, thank you very much, Luis. I'm not that big of a fan of Class of Heroes, but just owning this game complete in box and in very good condition, man, I'm just very happy. So what's this game about? It's a turn-based RPG. It's sort of like a school simulator. Characters, your main characters that you create are generic. They don't talk, and it's just basically one of those quest-driven games, dungeon crawlers in first person. You know, I'm not a fan of those, but like I said, just collecting these kinds of games that are pretty rare, that are hidden gems, it just makes me so happy. So Class of Heroes, it's a game that I recommend to those who are into dungeon crawlers in first person, anime characters, anime stereotypes, and all that jazz, cool simulators. It actually has some pretty interesting mechanics and a lot of maps. Like it says here, it has over 500 character possibilities and over 75 maps. So imagine how big this game is. Class of Heroes on the PSP, guys. Another of the gifts he sent me was a record of Agares War. Pretty fun because it just shows this is from Brazil. It's in Portuguese, right here at the back. There. Yeah. I used to have this game a long time ago, but out of necessity I sold it. And now that I own, well, I've owned it for quite a while, the other Agares game on the PS3, Agares Generations of War. And I just felt sort of incomplete without this one. I'm still missing the second one, which is actually, I believe, the sequel to the other one. This is supposed to be the prequel, I believe. But anyway, can't believe he'd sent this to me. Luis, thank you very much. It's a strategy RPG, really hard game to get into. Really long game, not as long as the first one, but long nonetheless. And it's pretty good. In my opinion, it's a hidden gem on the PS3, so if you like Compile Hard, which is fan service, and strategy RPGs, and hard strategy RPGs, you just can't miss that game. And speaking of fan service, he also sent me Catherine by Atlus. I also had this game. I don't know if I showed this game on my collection video over a year ago. No, I don't remember if it was there or not, but back then I had no interest in collecting this game. And I played it for a while, and I was flabbergasted. I mean, I liked the game, but unfortunately I already had a customer for it, and I sold it. And I was looking to get it back, but I couldn't. So, you know, my friend Luis sent it to me, and now I own it again, this time for good. Catherine, all I know is that apparently, it's an Atlus game. Apparently, people from the Persona series are involved in this game. And what little I play, it's a puzzle game. Some little RPG elements here and there, but it's a puzzle game through and through. And it's a very fun and very silly game. One of my subscribers actually told me that he's one of my patrons. He told me that it's one of the best stories he has ever seen in a video game. And I highly question that, because what little I played this game, it looked like a stupid ass comedy, just, you know, not to be taken seriously. But now he has gotten my attention, so I might give this game a chance anytime soon, just to see if he was serious or if he was just trolling. And he sent me, Luis from Brazil, in the same package, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. And at the beginning he showed me the picture before sending this game to me, and the game was complete in box. And then, out of nowhere, he just sent the disc and the manual. Why? I have no idea. Maybe he found out that I don't really like this game. I played it a long time ago and I'm just definitely not a fan of it. But I remember that there was just something in the game that I just felt that I needed to give it another chance. You know, it's Studio Ghibli, beautiful artwork, and I liked a lot of stuff in this game back then when I first played it. I just thought, you know, it's plays similar to Pokemon. I don't like Pokemon, so I sold the game. That was a long time ago. So he sent it back to me, well, not back, he sent it to me, but I just don't know why he sent it like this. I mean, I clearly remember seeing the box in the pictures he sent me, so maybe he has his reasons. Maybe he found out that I don't really like it and said, oh, I'll take out the box so he can't sell it. Don't worry, I don't sell my gifts. So, I don't know why. The thing is that I do want to give Ni no Kuni a chance someday. And last but not least, he also sent me another game on the PS4, but that's a surprise, only for me to know. Alright, let's go on. Enough with the gifts. Thank you so much to Robert McGray for Cosmic Star Heroine. Thank you so much to Luis Enrique for these amazing games. Thank you guys. Next is Plants vs. Zombies. And I'm pretty sure nobody gives a damn about this game except me. I mean, it's sealed. You know, the special cute box edition. I'm a hardcore fan of Plants vs. Zombies. Especially this Nintendo DS edition. And I got it for $5, so it was a no-brainer. But I'm not gonna talk about it. You guys are probably not interested. Same case with Onimusha. I've never played this game before. And I actually got it around 2 months ago before the last pickups video. And I didn't show it there, but now I kinda got curious because this game has already become a classic, a PS2 classic, and it's the first one in the series. All I know is they're a Resident Evil clone, but instead of playing with a cop, you're a samurai. So that's all I know. I played Onimusha Tactics on the GVA, and that was an amazing strategy RPG, but this one is just a hack and slash survival horror, I believe. I've never played Onimusha, trust me, so I'm keeping this game for good now. Oh, my next game. I am so excited to show this. This is one of my favorite Nintendo 3DS RPGs ever. In my opinion, far superior to Shin Megami Tensei 4. It's a sealed copy of Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. This game, well, I think I already talked marvels around about this game, and I'm sorry, but I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet, especially with Tuesday's video. That's right, in 2 days, you will see me talking again about this game. So let me leave all of my comments for that video. It's gonna be there. What's the video gonna be about? Well, that's a surprise. That's a surprise. You're just gonna have to wait and see 2 days from now and meet my comments, my hype comments on this amazing game. Is it a spin-off or a sequel? Not exactly. It's sort of like an alternative route of Shin Megami Tensei 4. It kind of works as a sequel to one of the endings, I believe, or to one of the routes in Shin Megami Tensei 4. I'm not entirely sure because I never beat the Shin Megami Tensei 4 game. I only played it for a couple of hours. But this one I beat it and I just loved it. I'm not saying it's superior to its predecessor. I'm saying in my opinion it is. That means I like it the most. Next is a game that arrived today, by the time I made this video. It's Grand Kingdom. It's a special edition. And I was a little upset because the asshole that sent this game to me, I bought this on Mercado Libre, which is sort of like the eBay on Latin America. It's not in really good condition. Box got a little mistreated. He didn't protect the game at all. He just gave it to like this to FedEx. And that pisses me off, but whatever. I paid around $30, a little less than $30 for it, and it's a special edition, so I was like, hell, why not give it to me? Let me show you what comes with it. It's just a soundtrack. I mean, it's just the game. Grand Kingdom on PS4. Soundtrack with 5 songs. Okay, better than nothing, I guess. It's sealed. And the art book. Obviously with the characters and all that jazz. Character design, drawings, explanations, blah blah blah. It's a pretty nice edition. It's not the best edition, special edition I've seen in my life, but for less than 30, I think it was 25, 20 something, and I was like, it was a no-brainer. So, people think this is a Vanillaware RPG. It's not. It's just one of the main designers of Vanillaware quit Vanillaware and then founded his own company. I talked about it on a video called The Evolution of Vanillaware, and this is a hidden gem on the PS4 and the PS Vita. I'm not sure it was released anywhere else, maybe PC, but I'm not sure. I think it's an exclusive for the Vita and the PS4. And it's a pretty good game. It works very similar to Vanillaware's own Grand Knight's History that never came out of Japan for the PSP. It's a quest-driven game. You build your characters, your army, and you go on these campaigns to fight battles. And it's a turn-based RPG. It requires a lot of strategy, and I just love this game, you know. It's sad it's not a Vanillaware game, but it's one of the guys. It's from one of the guys from Vanillaware, so the resemblance is definitely there. Pretty good game. And speaking about Vanillaware, here's yet another game from them. Well, this time by them. Dragon's Crown. I haven't opened this one. It's the Pro Edition. It is the Battle Hardened Edition. It comes with skill cards. So I haven't opened this, I can't show it. I'm not sure if I want to open it. I probably will because I do want to stream this game on the PS4. It's a very short game. It's also a quest-driven game, very beautiful, highly influenced by Capcom's Dungeons and Dragons, Shadow over Mystara, and Tower of Doom. Highly influenced by them, but it's an RPG through and through, quest-driven, beautiful graphics, beautiful music, controversial character design here, but you already know that. So this game, it takes around 9 or 12 hours to complete, just the main story. And after that, it's just, you know, grinding, leveling up, your characters playing online with other people. Unfortunately, to play online multiplayer mode on the PS4, you gotta pay, you gotta have the PlayStation Plus, which I think it's preposterous. That shouldn't be a requirement for you to play online. The PS3 didn't have that requirement, but you know, whatever. I think this is a game that plays really good on your own or co-op mode with a friend of yours, up to 4 players. Give this game a chance if you haven't. I strongly recommend it. Dragon's Crown. More PS4 games here. This is a weird game. It has one of the weirdest names I've ever seen in a JRPG. Hell, I'm not even sure if it's an RPG or not. It's more like a visual novel with RPG elements. It's called Utawarerumono Mask of Deception. This is yet another special edition that I got for cheap. Launch edition includes bonus 50-page art book and collector's slipcase. Now, this is a game I'm not sure I'm going to open because I'm not sure if I want to keep it. I played this on the Vita and I was like, okay, it's a pretty good story, but you know, anime stereotypes, low-least characters, I'm kind of tired of that, and I can enjoy it to some extent, those cliches, those stereotypes. I can still enjoy them on a JRPG, on a proper game, but a visual novel, I'm just not sure. What do you think about this game, guys? Let me know. What do you think? Apparently it has a lot of good reviews, and I've seen people in my channel actually praising this game and recommending it to me, but you know what little I played, it was okay. It's just definitely not my type of game, even though the battle system is strategy RPG. You know, moving in squares with your characters, I kind of like that, but I played like 2.5 hours and I only got into one battle in the entire time. So visual novel, RPG, you guys decide. Utawarerumono. Next is a game that I recently finished a couple of days ago. I beat this game, and if some of you have watched my latest live streams, you probably already know that I'm a huge Valkyria fanboy now, and this is Omegarevolution, and I got this game like a month and a half ago. I just haven't tested it, and I decided to play it, and after Ys 8, as a matter of fact, I loved it! I love this game. I mean, I was aware of the strong criticism it has, the controversial facts regarding it, and all that jazz, and the negativity towards it. And when I played it, I was like, it's gonna suck. I know it's gonna suck. Hell no! It didn't suck. Far from that. It fucking rocked, man. This is an amazing game. In fact, I strongly recommend this game to those looking for an adult, mature story. You know, all of the Valkyria Chronicles games have that political conflict going on, but some of them are more teen-oriented or young people-oriented, people in their 20s, and people have 20 years old here in this game as well. But if you play the other Valkyria Chronicles games and you play this one, you will notice the big difference story-wise and also gameplay-wise. Chronicles are strategy RPGs, in real time, and this is an action RPG, completely different from any Chronicles game, and it's a spin-off. People got pissed off with this game because apparently they can't read. It's Valkyria Revolution. The real name is actually Valkyria Azure Revolution. I don't see any Chronicles in there. So it was obviously a spin-off. It's also a prequel story-wise. I've talked about this game pretty recently, and I loved it so much that yesterday I went up and picked this special edition, the Vanargan edition, on Gamers. Gamers is a retail store in Mexico, like GameStop. And I got this. It includes a soundtrack and this medal right here. Beautiful edition. Well, okay, not beautiful, but pretty decent. Let me show you the soundtrack. The game again, and the soundtrack, composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. That's right, a hell of a story, guys. This game is, do you remember Metal Gear Solid or Xenosaga? You know, where there's like 70% scenes and cutscenes and story and 30% gameplay? This is exactly the same case. You're just gonna play an entire long mission, then sit on your ass for 1 hour to watch the cutscenes. But trust me, it's totally worth it. You know what? Forget about the critics. Don't listen to the critics. Don't listen to me. Just play the game by yourselves. Forget about the fact that it's a Valkyria game. I mean, it is a Valkyria game, but it's not a Chronicles game. It's not a strategy RPG. And just expect the worst. Play this game. Have your own opinion. Fuck the critics. And my last game on today's video, it's kind of predictable after this, is yet another Valkyria game. This was another gift from Angel Stark. I recently streamed this game, Valkyria Chronicles 4. Great game! So far I am 5 hours into this game. Maybe by the time you see this video I'll be 7 or probably more, 10 hours into it. What I'm not liking about this game is the characters. Everything else is perfect. It's a Valkyria Chronicles through and through. It met my expectations. I love it. Everything's perfect, but the characters remind me of Valkyria Chronicles 2, which in my opinion is the weakest in the series because they're more like military school oriented, you know, teens. And the characters in this game are in their 20s, all of them, but they still behave like twins. There's this tension between them and these strong stereotypes and a lot of stupid stuff that prevent me from taking the story very seriously. But other than that, great game. I'm loving the heck out of it. That's it, guys. That's it for this video. Those are my pickups. Expect part 2 coming up. I don't know when. I need to wait patiently, very patiently, because shipping services in Mexico suck really bad. Sometimes packages take forever, months to arrive, even when they send the games from the US. I've been having a lot of problems with that. It just sucks, you know, using USPS to send me things. Just so you know, it's just not a good idea. It sucks. Customs right now in Mexico are really edgy. I don't know why. So if you guys want to send me anything, wait a little longer or just send me the games. If it's 2, 3 or max 4 games on FedEx, UPS, DHL. And don't worry about the taxes. If I pay the taxes, I'll pay them. It's never that outrageous taxes like the PS4 that Jason sent me. No, and I'm willing to pay the taxes because after all I am a collector, and if I really like the games you're sending to me, I have no problem paying for them. So it's a win-win situation. Don't use USPS. I mean, not for Mexico. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video with your friends. Expect part 2, I don't know when. And for those who sent me the games, Ram and Mike, I'm sorry, they haven't arrived. I don't know when that'll be, but when they finally arrive, I promise to make the second part of this video. Pickups, gifts from fans, and more. See you next time!